Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real, relevant, and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. How are you over there, Coach Lavita Lovey Whitfield?
I am doing fantastic, loving The Kim Jacobs Show. I was dancing.
Girl, you can sing too? That's good. Okay, I'm going to put us over here in this template so we can get all the glitz and glamour associated with the show, right? Because, you know, when you have a team that work hard and put stuff together like this, they'd be like, why didn't you, hey, team meeting. Why didn't you share that? So I definitely like to thank Pastor Selwyn Davis and Lady Cassandra Davis, who do some of this background stuff with me. So thank you all so much. And, you know, without a great team, Coach Lavita, guess what? You're nothing, right?
That's absolutely correct.
So I feel like without God, I'm nothing, but I definitely love the support of the great team that we have. You see all of the flyers, that beautiful flyer that was put together with you on it. That was Shannon, one of our team members, put that together. So it's a lot of hard work happening behind the scenes, highlights and stuff, commercials that be done. Andrew did one of those for our customers, and Mackenzie be doing all of the posts and things that you see on Instagram. And it's a lot of stuff when you have a team that's putting stuff together. And Rachel, she's reaching out to you all and putting some wording together that's happening on all of the social media platforms and coming up with titles. You name it, it's happening on the Kim Jacobs Show. So thank you, team. I can't name one without trying to name as many as I can. So if I didn't say your name, just know that you're valuable on the Kim Jacobs team. All right, Kim Jacobs Show team. Coach Lavita.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you located?
I am located, we call it the DMV, Maryland. I am in Maryland.
Okay. Wow. So I love Maryland. I used to live in Clinton, Maryland.
Okay, so I'm in Upper Marlboro, so you know exactly where I am.
Yes. Actually, when I was in the pharmaceutical industry, I was actually had the Washington D.C. area as one of my territory locations, and you know, people would be like, "You comfortable going downtown D.C.?" And I was like, "Girl, guess what? I'm from the project. So when I went down there, I just did what I needed to do, sat right with all of the patients and the people in the free clinics and had some good conversations, hugged people. I didn't care what they smell like. It didn't matter to me. And this is obviously not everybody, but in situations that I would go in, some of the people were either like really, really low income or coming from off the streets and trying to get the care that they needed. And to me, it's like everybody is the same.
That's right. That's right. I mean, it takes a strong person just to, you know, love people where they are, you know, because you never know what caused them to get in that position. And so thank God for what you did and sowed into those people. They probably never forget it.
And I don't know if I'll ever encounter them again, but guess what? When I did encounter them, I would provide any kind of food, funds, anything I had in my possession. And I believe it or not, Coach Lavita, that now as life is going on and I've experienced some hardships in my own life, that I believe God has been merciful because of some of that. I don't know. I mean, I know that's not what today's topic is.
No, but no, that is a good topic because, you know, some people need to realize that what you sow today, you never know how it's going to affect you tomorrow. It may not be the same seed or that same return, but you know, like you said, you know, God has been merciful to you because you saw the people who they were. So that's awesome.
Well, okay, that's not what we're here to talk about.
Okay, that's right.
Welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show, everybody. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, and we have Coach Lavita Lovey Whitfield here with us today. And I know y'all gonna start dinging her over there on that phone, but we're gonna just do not disturb it so that she can just enjoy the show for a moment. All of you all that are here in the virtual studio audience, go ahead and let us know where you're visiting in from right away. I will pull your comments in if you have questions of Coach Levy. Coach Levy, you got LLW. Okay, Coach Lavita I'm not gonna say the middle name because I'll get tongue twisted. Coach
No
Lavita.
worries, no worries.
So if you have questions for Coach Lavita, make sure that you type them in the comment section. And just some housekeeping announcements. I'll go ahead and put this link here for you too. Some of you may want to pop on screen, and I'll tell you right up front, use this link that I just put in your platform. You can come right on the screen and have a head-to-head discussion with Coach Lavita as well. So you say, come on.
I tell them, come on in, come on in.
No, seriously. Anytime you have a coach that's welcoming you to say, come on, ask your questions, take advantage of that. Let me go ahead and introduce this dynamic woman, and then we're going to kick things off quickly so she can just deep dive, okay? All right. She is a motivational speaker, two-time author, coached thousands in identifying their power voices and helping them produce their dreams. Former United States Marine. No wonder you're so serious over there. You're like, we're going to get this right. Backstage, it was some stuff we were doing right. And she was like a stickler for it, which is really, now it speaks volumes to your bio here. Former United States Marine, wife and mother. Welcome, Coach Lavita Lovey Whitfield, to the show.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be on this platform. I'm so excited. I should have gotten some rest last night, but have you ever hurry up, and try to hurry up your night so you can't wait till the next day? That was me. I couldn't wait to wake up today just to be here to talk with you.
Well, I am so equally excited. And somebody asked the question, hey, where's the link? I'm trying to get on. Okay, that's the link. Even if you don't see it in your platform, go ahead and type it in. And it's StreamYard.com/358J9GEYUS. And that's for the podcast listeners. I know you all can see it, but for the podcast listeners, it's StreamYard.com/358, the letter J, 9, GEYUS. Type that in, it'll pull you backstage. And then don't come backstage and then be like, oh, I didn't know you were going to put me on the screen. Girl, I done told you. I done already told you. When you come back here, you're going to be seen. So if you have your bonnet on, then that's what you're going to be seen in, okay? So don't click that link if you don't want to be seen, all right? All right, so today we're going to be talking about unmuting your power voice in 2022. Now, what that means to me when I heard that topic, it meant that some kind of way along your journey, you've had something that you felt like your voice was muted, that even catapulted you to this, right?
That's right.
So what I want you to do after this commercial break, Coach Lavita, is tell us when you were muted in your life and what kind of caused you to say, that's it. I'm done being silent. I want to hear that when we come back after this commercial break, okay? I can't wait. I know it's gonna be good too.
I can't wait.
You know how you like, that's how you saying you lacked sleep last night because you're ready for the day, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. I've been there. I've been like, okay, it's today. It's going to happen. Here we go, everybody.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or ride share, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everybody. And we are back with Coach Lavita. Take us on that journey, Coach.
Wow. You're right. It had to be a season in my life in order for me to write about it and even invite others to do the same. What I do know, what's true, you can't coach, you can't tell anyone how to get to a journey, not unless you experience it first. And so I remember it was a period in my time where I had my mother was transitioning. And I watched her fight cancer. Now, if anybody knows me, they knew that my mom was my everything. I'm a product of a single mother. So she was my father, my big sister. I did have an older sister, but she was everything, my confidant, everything. And to see her go through this process and I was helpless, it tore me apart. Now, I do know I'm not the only one who has experienced losing a loved one, but you didn't lose my mommy.
That's your mama.
That's my, that, no, come on now. So, but I had got to a point where I had made promises to not only myself, but even promises to her. Like I said, Mom, I'm going to really step out in my leadership. I'm going to start speaking more. I'm going to help more people. And my mother was a comedian. She always made everybody laugh. And she said, you'll be good because you talk a lot. And we thought that was so funny. And so I had created the platform of Created to Empower Others, and then a tagline. But first, it starts with me. So, but I let that just sit quiet, because as I was going through that mourning period, and still that process is still today. It's still today. And it's been now, I think we talked about, it's been 10 years now. But depression, yeah.
But even
Depression.
though it's been 10 years, it still feels like yesterday, right?
Let me tell you something. If you have never lost a parent, a child, someone, a loss is a loss, but whoever that dear person is, but what I say, if you've never lost your mother, I don't recruit you in this club, because this is a hurt that you don't ever want to feel. Unfortunately, we will, but some people tell me, they say, Lavita, I know how you feel. And then I ask them, I say, have you lost your mother? And they'll tell me no. I said, well, no, you don't. Thank you for compassion, but I don't want you to experience this until it's your time.
Yeah.
So it came to a point.
I have not lost my mother from this earth, and I cannot imagine. I could not imagine that.
And I don't, and you know what I don't want to do? I don't want to paint the picture so you have to imagine. Nope. Do me a favor later on today, kiss your mom on the left cheek from me, because the right one belongs to you. So tell her another daughter just kissed her. I love a mama, boy, but I kiss them on the left cheek because the right one belongs to her children. But, so I never try to explain to everyone in depth of how that feel if they have not crossed that path. Depression. Just wanted to, I hate to admit it, but it's the truth. I know the word of God. I have a relationship with my father, but I thought maybe he messed up this time. God, wait a minute. I didn't give you permission. You didn't ask me. This is how cocky I got and angry. So therefore, my serving him was just lack of service. First of all, I couldn't do it. I couldn't let go. I was mad with the word. I tell you what, I was even jealous if I would see you and your mother at dinner. Aww. In a restaurant. I was jealous because I missed that. I wanted it so much. So that's why I had to pull myself eventually, don't know how God did it, but he did it. That's when I came up, let me kiss your mom on her left cheek, because that's my babe right there.
Is that your mama right there?
That's my mama. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. That's my mama. I said, let me kiss your mama on the left cheek. Oh, I loved her. You would have never got off the phone. You would have laughed. But
look at her. She look like she know what she talking about too. She like, you better listen to me.
Cleveland, Ohio, she didn't play. That woman could fix something, cook something, make something, sew something, and tell you something too. But I had to realize, though, I was drowning. I was dying. And you know what happened? And this is true for anyone who may be suffering the loss of a loved one. Remember that, by God's grace, there's still other people there to love you. And it wasn't until my baby girl, I have 2 children, my baby girl saw me suffering. I didn't want Mother's Day. I didn't want my birthday. I didn't want her birthday. I wanted nothing. And she said to me in so many words, she said, Mom, you still have me. I'm still your daughter. You're still my mother. And at that point, Kim, I had to get up. I said, oh my God.
Oh my God.
It hit me just like that. And that's when I finally, shortly within that time period, I finally released my mom, because I would not even let her rest. I kept praying, God, bring her back to me. Let me smell her. Show me this, that, and the other. And I'm dreaming. Because I'm thinking this is what I could be selfish. And then I had to finally ask God to forgive me and allow me to release her to rest in peace.
Oh my gosh. And that's such a powerful statement that you're saying, release her and allow her to rest, because when you said smelling things and there are some items that I still have literally since my son passed away that smell like him, and I have them, and it's like, I'm not washing those. That smell, that scent is there. There's, there again, when you haven't had your child pass, you nobody can relate to that unless you've had a specific child pass, right? But I haven't had my mom pass. My mom is actually on here, and my mom says, "Oh my gosh," she said, "your mom is beautiful. I received the kiss on the right and the one on the left. Thank you. I am blessed." That's my mom.
Okay. Love you, mommy.
So glad to have you here, mom, on this earth. And wow, okay. So your mom, you released her, and your beautiful daughter spoke up. That was the turning point for you.
That was the turning point. And I have to tell you, even so now my pastor is my father-in-law. And I had to ask for forgiveness even from him and my first lady, who's my mother-in-law. I was angry with them. I was jealous because my husband's mom was still here, even though my mother-in-law, woo, that's one of the best. Her and my mom became good friends. So I guess my mom knew she left me in good hands. But my pastor, who's my father-in-law, and the only one that my mother would listen to as a minister, he spoke with her last. Now, I was on guard here, Maureen. I was on guard by her bedside. And I was supposed to say it was my turn to stay up and watch her, but I drifted away. And in my sleep, she drifted away, angry. So now you're talking about not sleeping because who else who's going to pass? I failed. I wasn't on duty. I let my siblings down. But the last one to talk to was my pastor, who's my father-in-law, and I trust him. But I was mad with him because I said, "What did you tell her? Did you tell her it was okay to go?"
Oh my gosh, it's so many different components that nobody would even think about unless you're talking about it right now.
Exactly. Now, remember, I said I still trust him. I always trust him, but I didn't give him permission to do that because I wasn't ready. And when God beat me up and set me up, stood me back up, I humbly dropped my head. And when I went to apologize to him, was at a service, went to apologize, he hugged me. He said something in my ear. He said, "I already know. It's okay." So he already knew what I was feeling. But then I had to just know I had to go back hard, really go back to, I know that God doesn't make mistakes.
Right.
I know that, but that was that part when I had to say, that's it. So when I finally got up and said, "Okay, this is it. All right." I told mom that I was going to do this. I told mom I was going to do this. So my first book was I Voted for Me and Won. And that was it. Yeah, I had to get my confidence back.
Oh, whoa. I voted for me and won.
I voted for me and won.
Girl, that is a title and a hat. Now that, you know what? That's the book everybody needs to have.
And they do, because I have to tell you, I talk about fun stories a little bit of how my mom.
Put that up again.
Yes. I voted for me and won.
Girl, I love that. That is
I'm gonna send it to you. I voted for me and won. Living Your Best Life's campaign. If you don't believe in yourself, who else will?
That's right.
And I was able to encompass stories about my mom, taught me growing up, I could wear any shoes. I could be whatever I wanted to be. And, no matter what, I put those in there. But then I also give activities to encourage him or her to read the book. Believe in yourself first. If nobody else vote for you, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. And then later we came out with the anthology, Operation Unmute. Tell your story.
Operation Unmute, y'all. Tell your story. And guess what? That's what we're going to be learning today, how to tell your story, how to unmute your voice in 2022. So listen, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go to all of these studio comments right after this commercial break because there's a whole bunch of them coming in. While we're doing this commercial break, everybody, go ahead and share the broadcast, invite other people. Don't let them miss the opportunity to learn how to unmute our voices in 2022. So share this broadcast, share it now. As soon as we come back, we're going to go to our studio audience comments and we're going to keep this conversation going. I am so glad that your daughter triggered you to release your mom.
Yeah. And
you're here today voting for yourself to win your best life campaign and unmuting your voice and teaching us how to unmute our voices today. We'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield.security.com. Silver Shield Security.
Everyone, and we are back. We're back with Coach Lavita Lovey Whitfield, and this woman is already sharing a part of her journey, but we're getting ready to go to some of our virtual studio audience comments, because what happens is it gets too far in the broadcast and they're like, girl, I know you saw my comment at the beginning, and then you're gonna wait and it don't make sense what I'm saying now, so let me go to some of these. All right. Okay, Felice, I see you, and you said, Lovey, my nickname too. I love it.
Hey, Lovey.
Girl, you working with something, because that's her nickname. Felice, it's a great pleasure to have you on today. Kia says, Lovey, so happy you got her on the show. Yes, I'm so happy, Kia, to have her on the show too.
Thanks, Kia.
Very, very awesome. A great guest here. Felice says, yes, we are. See, now we don't know what she said. Yes, we are excited about unmuting our power voices. I'll fill in on my blank.
That'll work.
That's the only thing. I want to make sure I get all the virtual studio audience comments coming in. And so please keep them coming and I will get to them. I see you, Felice, all the way from upstate New York area. Girl, you cold.
That's the serious stuff up there.
Girl, you know, it'd be like 10 feet of snow drifts. You wake up and snow all the way up to the top of the door. I'm like, why is it so light outside? Open the door. I used to live in Syracuse, New York too before.
Oh my word.
And,
okay, so you already know.
It was actually in Mount Vernon, but that's
wow.
Real country. Oh, we gotta get out of here now. This is too much for any human being, in my opinion.
Too funny.
My mom said good morning to me, her baby girl, and to you.
Good morning, mother.
Okay, now Felice, you do have the link now. I know that's what you were asking about there. I did put that link up, but for anybody else that wants to come on the show directly, all you have to do is use that. Type that in, or copy and paste it into your browser, and you can come right on the screen. And Kia's clapping for you, saying yes, yes, yes. All right. If you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you do so. Keisha says, I love this Coach Lovey.
Hi, Keisha. Love you.
Let's see. Yes, I remember that moment. I loved your connection with your mom.
Yeah.
So everybody get to see the love and joy that you had and the connection. Everybody that knows me knows that my mom and I are connected. So it's like, they know me, they know LMA. You know, my mom said, Kim, don't say my whole government name on that show.
I love that, Miss LMA. Oh, that's a beautiful name. That's powerful names, you know.
Yes.
Those are names back then. You knew that was powerful. LMA. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Lavita. Love you, Mary says.
Oh, wow. Love you, Mary Barnes. And what God was able to do, even in releasing my mother. There's some words though, Kim, I can't say, like the D word. My mom is not the D word to me. Maybe 20 years from now, I may be able to say it, but she's just not here. But what was a beautiful thing, and that young lady that was just there, Mary Barnes, I call her Mama Frankie, he has placed other surrogate mothers, if you will, in my life to help. They never try to fill the gap. They just try to be a part of the gap. No one ever tried to take her place, but there's a few women in my life that I will call mama. Never call them mommy, because I had a mommy. Yeah, but these ladies was just, I'm here for you. And that's the thing, when you open up your mouth and you let people know what you've been through and how you're coming out. There's some people hands that's raised like, I'm here for you. Really, no strings attached. I'm here. What can I do? And that's just been amazing.
That's really good. Really good. Thank you so much, Miss Mary Barnes. Keisha says, right, I can't imagine that feeling. And she said, yes, I will tell my mom that I love her and kiss her on the right cheek. And
left cheek. The left cheek. Kiss, that's for me, the left one, but the right one.
The right one is from her. So she's going to kiss her mom on the right cheek. Yes. She's also going to kiss her on the left cheek from you. All right. All right. My mom said that, hey, I received that kiss on the right and left cheek. Yes, yes, mommy. Glad to have you. And your mother is beautiful. That woman is drop dead gorgeous. What's your mom's name?
Vivian King.
Aw.
Vivian,
I know that you are watching from heaven and celebrating this woman that you birthed, and that you are celebrating as one of her cloud of witnesses today. Yes. Keisha says, yes, our children have that kind of impact on us like that. Yes, release her and allow her to rest. Yes. That is powerful, the power of release. It's
Mhm.
tough though. All right, those are some of your virtual. Okay, I see a lot more. Y'all were the whole show gonna be comments messing with y'all. Right now, I feel like that when my dad passed
Oh yeah.
away. Oh,
Yeah.
you have my deepest condolences too, Keisha. I was
Yes.
right next to him and turned my back for a moment and didn't even know he was gone.
Yeah. There is, but and I actually I know that young lady, Keisha, and I met her dad, and I know the love and the relationship. I just want to encourage you now that I'm unmuted, just to stay strong and remember that moment, and do not beat yourself up. I can only say it because I've been there and I know the truth.
Yeah, good advice. Very good advice. My mom said, "Hey, that book, Kim, you better get that book for me too." That's what she's telling me to do. So I need
Yes, mother. Yes, mother. Mother has spoken. It will be in the mail. Yes, ma'am.
so definitely. And then Keisha said, yes, great book. And I have it too. This is powerful. Felice says somebody's laughing at something that we ended up saying and about the snow,
But
in
it's no.
upstate New York. They're laughing and texting each other. I see you guys texting and tagging your friends. All of this you all are just an awesome studio audience. My niece is a blessing to me personally. She's an awesome and loving person, one of my favorite people in the world. Yes, I love Ma Frankie too. Good morning, ladies. In Heel says, this is such a treat to have Coach Lovey on. She is a great motivator and your mother, most precious person in the world, Bobette says. And blessings to you, Keisha. Now, what's happening here is Felice is actually in the virtual studio audience and she's yelling across the other side saying, girl, God bless you over there, Keisha. Because, so it's like we in a whole show and they
I
talk to
love
each other across the show.
it.
Thank y'all all for being here on the show today. Talk to us about unmuting your power voice. Talk to us.
Well, one thing I want to encourage all of the listeners, I used to just say women. I know my assignment is female voices. I do know my assignment. However, if a male raises his hand, trust and believe, the assignment will work the same. But first, I want to talk to her because I'm a her. I want to talk to her to let her know you do have a voice, regardless in what he may have said, may have said, they have told you. The devil is a lie. No, you have a voice. Growing up, you better not say that because your mama watching. Don't you say? But you remember growing up, mama and them. I say them. You say sit down over there. Don't say nothing. You're supposed to be seen and I heard. Don't talk about that. Not your mother. Maybe the other mothers. We talk
There's
about that.
other people you
But
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, we're not gonna get
Not
in
Ella
trouble
May.
now. Yeah, not Miss
One
Elma.
time she
No,
did
no,
pop
no,
me in my
no.
lip and a little bit of blood came out. I was like, wait. I'll be quiet.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but you know what? But growing up, and even in their generation, our parents and all, we were taught just to be quiet, and let alone if something happened within your life that was traumatic or whatever the case may be, we were all told, of course, prayer, take it to the Lord, or don't talk about what cousin this did or Mr. that did to you, because that's a no, or and that's not right, because what we'll do is we internalize that thinking, and unfortunately we'll create a generational leadership trait and saying don't do it the same way. So now what happens is the next generation, something could really happen, and or they just don't know how to express it. But I was always taught, no, we don't talk about that. No, But enough was enough. The authors that came together in this book blew my mind. They talked about being addicted. They talked about losing children to the point, even some lost from health, some lost from just a freak accident. Then talked about depression. We talked about, in this book, we have women who was incarcerated for doing illegal things, but finally, and another young lady bullied as a young child, even on the job, even molested, or just taken advantage of, and another sister had to speak for everybody else fighting cancer. Then God allowed her to have a better testimony where she was struck twice with cancer, but today she's cancer free. But come on now. But the invitation went out. Are you ready to talk about it? And the ladies raised their hand. And one of my very good friends that's in the book as well, you know her, Dr. Betty, even talked about that thing when we were children, how we weren't supposed to say this. Dr. Betty said, no, we're going to start telling our children, yes, you can talk about it. The release party of that voice, when the women began to answer the questions and said, no one ever gave me the platform just to say it.
My God.
Look, the others, two of the other ladies from this anthology has gone on now to write their second book, one a third book, and they said, "Oh, I'm running my mouth now." I said, "Okay, well, I guess you unmuted." You feel so good. But first point, know that you have a voice and it's yours to release it.
Know
Nobody
that you have a voice and it's yours to release it.
Yes,
Can nobody take your voice from you unless you decide to mute yourself? I love that.
yes.
Know that you have a voice. Y'all capture these points. Know that you have a voice. As a woman, know that you have a voice and unmute it. That's really good. What else do you want to say about that?
And then understanding that your voice is not necessarily to help someone else be set free. It's for you first. Oftentimes we think, well, when I'm going to help this person, first of all, you haven't even used it to help you first. Just start with you first. And that's what I believe, that when she releases her voice, if not a single person ever hear her, ever, if they wrote it in a book, ever purchased a book, it wasn't for them. It was for your breakthrough. Because see, one day somebody says, they're going to tell you, I heard you when you said, I watched you when you did. And it impacted me this way. See, sometimes we think when we're opening up our mouth and releasing our voice, it's for little Leslie over here in the corner. I'm watching. I remember Leslie's not. You do your job. Someone will come back to you and say, you know what, Miss Kim, when you did that and when you said that, you were there. Yes, ma'am. I heard you. I saw you. When you release your voice, it's like lost about 10, 20 pounds. You go get you a new dress. You feel so free.
You know what? The thing is, Coach Lavita, the thing is, you never know. I want to call you Coach Lovey for some reason.
Yeah, Lovey. That's what they do.
Okay. That's why I keep saying Coach
Lovey.
Vita. But I like Coach Lovey for some reason too. So that's your nickname, right?
Yes.
Well, I love Coach Lovey because I feel that love coming through the screen here with you. But I was going to say, whenever my son passed away and I was in that hospital room alone, I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone. But I didn't realize, because I had told everybody to clear the room. Some of the nurses were coming in and paying attention and stuff, but I didn't realize, I didn't care who was in there at that point. I said, I need to go in like at the level where I can cry out to God with no level of cuteness. I'm talking about like I don't care, just whatever it looked like. I lost a shoe that day. I didn't care what was going on. I just wanted to go all the way in and remind God of some of the scriptures that I had been brought back to my remembrance, right? And I'm going to keep it surface since I'm the host here. I'm not going to go too deep. But what I'll say is I had no idea, Coach Lovey, that there was somebody that ended up joining our church. And I had no idea the whole time the person was at the church. The lady had been to the church for years and never even knew why she joined the church. I met with her one day for lunch, and guess what she shared with me?
What was that?
She said, I only wanted to meet with you to tell you why I joined your church. And she went on to basically say that I joined your church because when your son was passing away, I witnessed how you handled it in the moment when nobody else was watching. Nobody else was in that hospital room at that particular moment. But I personally witnessed how you went in for the Lord. The faith and the strength that you had in spite of your son transitioning to heaven. The encouragement that you were still trying to share with everyone else that was on that staff. She said, you know what, Kim? She said, here's the thing. I witnessed you encouraging and inspiring other people in the midst of your own pain, right? That thing right there, I had no idea anybody even knew, because all I was saying to the staff was, thank you for giving it your all. Thank you for doing everything that you could do on my family's behalf. Thank you for pouring down, sweating and pouring, and all of the stuff that I was just encouraging. I said, y'all did your best. It's just God's decision to go on and let him transition to heaven. But I still went through and I thanked every single person. Years fast forward later, someone joined the church because of that testimony. We don't know who's watching us.
We don't.
We don't have a clue who's paying attention to our voice.
That's right.
So,
and like you say years later, then she tells you, like you said, you never know. So those who are watching, understand this, that there are a group of people that's assigned to your voice. Use it. Yeah. I don't care how small you may think your situation is, how big you may. They say I may not be able to pray like him. I may not be. Listen, do what you can do. Somebody's watching. Yes. And they're going to come back, as you say, years later and say, thank you. Yes. So do what you can do. Someone is watching. These are some great points.
Do what you can do. Someone is watching you,
Yes, ma'am.
and they are assigned to your voice. I'm trying to type what you're saying. Eyes all blurred.
I know you. I'm ready to get some tissue because this is just a little moment. Boy, wow.
This is Coach. I mean, I'm just gonna say Coach Lovey because I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
fine. Perfect.
Coach
Perfect.
Lovey, do what you can do. Someone is watching you, and you don't know who's assigned to your voice. So be inspiring and encouraging. This is some good stuff. What else do you want to say about unmuting your power voice? I see you saying hallelujah, praise God. And I see Kimberly Fowler saying good morning to you,
Good
beautiful
morning.
ladies.
Good
Y'all share
morning.
this broadcast. Empower yourself first. Yes.
Yes. But everybody, it's just like Miss Kim said. Listen, I want y'all to tag, share, repost. Let's get them on this show. Get them to follow this show because this is the platform that we need. Because it is the opportunity for us to speak up and speak out about it. Now, this is the thing. Don't be ashamed of your it because it's yours. However, how glam it may be, how gloom it may be, it is yours. So speak up about it.
Y'all, this is some good stuff. Y'all know you cannot let people miss this. Don't be afraid of your it.
Yep, it's yours. It is your it. Now listen. Now this is the thing. Now don't be afraid of your it, and don't try to protect it. Just release it. But you got to speak up and speak out. Sometimes, have you ever got ready, Kim? So you're a speaker, you're a trainer, a TV personality. You ever got ready to speak in some kind of way? Your voice got choked up.
Girl, yes, you be like, Lord, let this water go.
Look, something happened, and it may not sound as polished and prim and proper as it was rehearsed.
Girl, yes, that happens to me all the time. I thought this is what I want my voice to sound like in 30 seconds or less. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. I'm so honored, and you are a distinct guest and a privileged virtual studio audience member, and I am privileged to have you here today. That's what I always think I'm going to sound like. I sound nothing like, oh my God, everybody, so glad to have you. What am I doing?
But when it comes out authentically from the heart with maybe the tears and the passion, I know that's when people say, I heard you. That's what I need. Because see, what we want to do is we want to practice our proper prim voice. No, baby, please. Can we just be real? I'm gonna call everybody. Look, baby, please. No, nobody is listening to yes, and then actually in how the Lord led me to come. They want to know in my deepest hour, I went into the hospital room. I snotted, I cried, I lost a shoe, I lost a wig, a braid, I did something. And by the end of the day, that's what people want to know. That's your power voice. That proper voice is for our commercials, darling. But the power voice.
I train people on how to start their own shows from scratch. And so I tell people, I say, listen, I was telling actually one of my clients yesterday, I said, listen here. Don't talk like that because that's not how I have ever heard you talk before. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start over and you're going to use your real voice, not the voice that you're trying to put on right now, right? And sometimes the coaching gets intense, but I want the real, authentic, raw voice coming forward, especially if you're going to be hosting a show. You can't just be in there, hi, I am Kim Jacobs, and I am so honored to have you on the show today. No. Be like Coach Lovey. Lean to the right.
Listen, let me explain this, that, and now when you're in a different audience and you have to turn certain things or gestures. But again, when you're coming from a place of your true authenticity, the people will receive it.
That's right.
And I'm so excited. My very first book, Unmuted was the second book, but the very first book, again, one of my mother figures trusted me to help her release her first book. And this woman has over 50 years of marriage and still together, love each other. They both had a birthday, but she trusted me enough because I finally unmuted my voice, helped someone else, and now she's a published author. And now ordained minister, graduated and this weekend and all. But this is the thing, once you go first, just tell your truth, tell your story, open up, watch how it affects someone else. Somebody got to be first.
Yes.
Remember in school we used to sponge the line, I'm first, get first.
Right, and that's okay. That's a good thing to be an example in the situation, praise God, and lead by being a trailblazer. It's okay.
That's
Let
right.
God use you. And
Let
that's
them
a
use you.
beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Yes, that's right. That's
So
right.
so teaching people to unmute their voices. You're saying such good stuff here.
Thank you.
What about people that are stuck and they're like, I just don't know. I don't know where to begin. I want to take the first step to unmuting my voice, but you seem like you kind of have it all together, but
Mhm.
there's a process for you to get there.
Mhm.
What about people that don't feel like they have it all together and they're like, that's easier said than done?
Mhm. Now, you know what? When I have a client, that's my favorite client. When she first admits, I don't have it all together. I don't even know where to start. So in my coaching sessions, we just talk for a minute. I just go and release, baby. Go ahead, go ahead, talk. Because there, God has given me a tuned ear to hear what she didn't say, didn't think she said. And then I'll bring it right back to her and say, did you hear you said this? Now you thought you didn't have any power. You thought you didn't have a story, but did you hear this?
Mhm.
So sometimes, well, not sometimes, as a coach, our job is to hear what they said that they didn't even realize they said. So when I get a client, I don't, I don't really, I don't know. I don't know where to begin. I can't say it like you. No, I'm not going to coach you to use your voice as a speaker to speak like me. I'm going to coach you to release your voice to the tune and the sound that God has given you. And
Yeah.
it starts with your truth. Tell me, honey. And oftentimes I turn the camera off, because if you think you don't want me to see your face, do that. I'll turn mine off too. Now let me take my ear. Let me lend you my ear, because
I love it. I
you know,
love it.
oftentimes though, can people have been given an opportunity? Can I just talk without you judging or finishing my sentences?
Mm.
So I've been able to help a lot of people once they clear their throat. I say, let me clear my throat, clear their throat. Now they're grabbing a mic, leading and presenting and speaking and ministering, because they first realized their first truth starts with their truth. That's your
Yes.
story.
That's so good. So just talk. Find Coach Lovey is saying, reach out to her and just talk. And then you can find your power voice just by connecting with people like her. Not just people, with her. Because not everybody can hear you right. Like what she's saying she does is she's listening to you, and then she's telling you what she hears, and she's lending you her ear to hear it from her listening perspective. That's some good stuff right there. So you don't want to miss that opportunity. I'm going to put it in the comment section how you can stay connected
Yes,
with
please.
Coach Lovey. And you definitely want to take an opportunity to be connected with her. Listen, let me put the information up right now and tell them how they can stay connected with you on social media.
Hey, guys, everybody, I got to act like the young people. Follow me on IG, Facebook, old school email, all of that good stuff. But, right now we got to use modern technology. The quick thing, because you may not want me to have your personal number right away. Let's just talk, let's chat. And then I can get you a part of my next upcoming session where we work as a group team and working on our power voice. No judgment zone, very small group. And then I even work with you on one-on-one, whatever you need. This is the season. We have been quiet for the last 2 years with this whole pandemic and
Yes.
everything. We should have been thinking of some amazing things. We should have been releasing some things, but there are a group of people, Kim, that still are stuck. This pandemic not only didn't create great inventions and creations and books and stories and platforms, it also created a level of depression, because people were stuck in and they had to really see themselves without the makeup, the fanfare, and the outside. Hi. They had to sit still. And so those are the ones that I'm concerned about, because now we're in that quiet zone, if you will, that forced quiet zone. I believe that we now had an opportunity to reflect on what had happened then and I didn't talk about, and now I'm still here, and let's talk. Let's get this thing out.
Loving it.
2022, I'm coming for you. Let's do it.
2022, y'all, it's already here, so it's no need to delay any longer. She said, hey, talk to Coach Lovey so she can tell you what she hears from your story. And the way that you do that is by contacting her right on Facebook, Lavita Whitfield. And you can also follow her on IG at Lavita Lovey. Lavita Lovey. Her website is c2eo.net. Now, why did you put C2, the number 2, eo.net? Why that?
Because it's created to empower others. That's
I
first.
didn't know that. created to empower others.
That's what we're here for.
Yes.
But you know what? Watch this. Miss Ella May gonna tell you right here. But first, it starts with you. We got to start. We can't help nobody empower anyone else if we haven't first started at home.
Y'all, please, let's empower ourselves first. Then go ahead and start trying to work from the overflow, as Mother Patricia Lofton with the Church of God in Christ often says. She said,
Okay.
You cannot give from an empty cup.
You cannot.
You have to give from that overflow. So what are we going to put in our cup to fill it up? Right? We got to do something different than what we're doing right now. It's just that some things just simply aren't working. And if you have a choice between doing something that is going to make you be like down and out for the rest of your life, or doing something that's going to have you having victorious living, then who wouldn't choose that? Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I would. Okay. All right. So listen, we are going to, I think I put it, yeah, I'll put it over here in the comment section, but I want to take a moment just to acknowledge we have what's called a Mother Dreamer movement. So on Facebook, if you haven't already liked the Mother Dreamer movement, it's a group of mothers that we actually work with each other, encourage each other, support each other's businesses. It's women from all different walks of life. And we're mothers. We're mothers that have goals and we have dreams. And it's our desire to be able to see those dreams become a reality and raise productive children. So it's not an either or. We also have a private group that we work with. And that's where, once you just like the page, you can invite yourself to be a part of the private group. And I'll let you in if you're a mom. Just come on, let me know, and I'll pull you on in. But today I want to just feature one of our mothers from the Mother Dreamer movement. And her name is Pamela Howard. Pamela Howard, this is her family here. And Pamela is an luxury event planning specialist. This woman and her husband, Mr. Dwayne, they know what they're doing when it comes to planning some luxury events and catering to you and your family. So if you are in the Charlotte or surrounding areas and you want an exquisite, what if it's just like an exquisite one-on-one type of elegant, romantic, but it's like a 5-star experience, and it's not a joke. I'm talking about she can do stuff with some cucumbers that I have never seen. So companies hire her and bring her in for these specialty events. But if you're just looking to have your next event catered, then definitely give them a call, 980-349-5750. And this is Pamela Howard. And this is who you're going to be getting her and her husband, with, their hand is on his knee and everything. That's her Boaz. Okay. They will be putting this together. He's the chef and she's the event planning specialist. And this is their lovely family. Please take a moment and support her business and her dreams, as she is a mother dreamer looking to have her dreams become a reality. I'm so honored to be able to feature you today, Pamela Howard, and thank you for being a member of the Mother Dreamer movement. All right. So when we come back, well, tell me about this. I just like this. Tell me that picture right there.
That was at our last conference before the pandemic hit, Created to Empower Others. We were able to have a platform and we interviewed different people in different levels in life. One of them was one of the authors, and she came up. Her name is Frankie Barnes. That's where you see her, Mary Barnes. She was on the platform. She spoke like this. So many people loved life was rekindled. I don't know what happened in that room. We had about 6 different guests on that Friday night. It's a 2-day conference, and we had a blast. So I had a production team came in, and they did the whole set, and we did it all up. And yep, there we go again, having a good time at a previous conference. And this young lady right here, she's actually one of the authors in Operation Unmute. She said she moved from the back of the room to the front, confidence. And so this young lady, we coached her into using her power voice. She had a standing ovation. Talking about shy. She said shy no more. She said shy means socially holding yourself back. She said not her. And she just had us all in tears because she dared to use her voice. So just a couple of clips. Yep, a couple of clips from our conference. At the conference, Kim, not only do we have empowerment, we have education, we have resources, but oftentimes people just need to come and just hug somebody, just break through. Lady got up and walked out of her wheelchair. Another young lady was walking with crutches, dropped the crutches and walked around the room. We have a song, a theme song, I'm Walking in Authority. You know that by Donnie McClurkin?
Yes.
Baby, we play that song. Everybody walk lip, nothing, whatever. But that was one of the moments when one of the young ladies just needed a release. Stopped the program, and I just had to hug her. We just prayed right then and there. So that's just the things we do. We just empower each other with resources and just pull together and let everybody know this is a safe space to grow. So those are just a few
I
quick.
love it. I love it. Oh wow. I mean, this is some good stuff. Y'all, okay, and I think what is okay, that's Pamela. It was a picture, another picture I saw that I'm gonna find that I gotta pull up here. Just let me find that for 1 second because I love all of these pictures and it just takes us on a journey of C2EO. And we are supposed to empower one another. And so I'm really glad. What is this picture? Because I went on your social media page. And you're probably like, girl, I ain't provide all those pictures. Let me see. What is that?
We are family. So we celebrated our baby girl. That's the one that told me that I'm still here. She graduated. And
I'm gifted at this. I done
you
found
are
that.
some good
It's gotta
stuff.
be the family.
But that's a family. I've since lost an uncle. Then he was the baby brother of the bunch. He's sitting up front. But people travel, and we just celebrated her right before the pandemic hit. And these are the things that my mother instilled in me. And everybody drove down here from Maryland. Most people are from Ohio.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so as we come back, what direction do you want to go in? Because there's still some more stuff. You know how it's so much that you can say. So talk to us about what do you want to talk about when we come back? Any specific area that you feel you still want to encourage some people and you want to make sure that people are getting unstuck here in 2022? Any other tips, any other advice, any other things that's going on in your life that you just want to share? I want to make sure that we give you the platform to get it all out as much as you can. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good. I got some good stuff to share with them.
All right. Right after this commercial break, everybody, do not get off. She said she got some good stuff to share with y'all. So if you go ahead and miss it, it's on you. If I were you, I'd stay seated. We'll be right back.
My father had 4 of his fingers amputated in a workplace accident. It was the first injured individual I represented, and I knew I had to win that case. When someone walks into my office and they've been injured, I know what they're going through. If you've been injured at work with Hunter and Everett. We've got the experience, so let us help you.
All right, we're back with Coach Lavita Lovey Whitfield. What do you have for us, Coach Lavita?
I want to just, oftentimes, we tell our story. I want to tell you, let's see, I don't look like what I've been through. I am a survivor of 4 strokes. And in that process, yes, ma'am, in that process, I was working crazy, doing everything I can do. Thought if it was to be, it was up to me. So I want to tell her right now who think that's her motto. If it's to be, is up to me, it's up to you to sit down somewhere because you never know. I was at an event, working a particular business, leading and doing what I do, and actually church event as well, and working and vending and making things happen. So I thought, and so quickly, God said, stop. I had no idea. I'm still in my mind trying to tell my sister, do this and do that and do that. And I'm looking at her like, why isn't she moving?
Right.
And the next thing you know, what happens, I see everybody moving towards me and I'm looking like, well, somebody's sick. Somebody's sick. It was me. And
you're having like an out of body experience.
It was. And I remember seeing one particular young lady walk past, and I know her by her feet. And let me tell you something, you got to be a powerful somebody when somebody can say, I just know her by her walk. She walked, and I could remember her coming past. And I believe she said, or either they told me, she said, because of the strokes, some stories I can kind of pull from other people, but whatever she did, they took me into the sanctuary to have prayer. Rushed me to the hospital, not believing I'm sick. I'm thinking I could still jump back up. I had the stroke. Then right after they say, okay, Miss Ma'am, you need to take medicine. Not me, it's I'm the one. What you mean? Had another one. Finally, one day, wouldn't listen, wouldn't take medicine because I was in denial. And then because I'm too young. Come on, ain't no way. Not me. No way.
And you kept the activity of your limbs through 4 strokes?
No, ma'am. I walked with a cane, still thought I was not as bad off as so I thought. Let me tell you, make you laugh, Kim. I'm telling her like this. I pimped out my cane. I put bling on it. I made it sharp. I made it match my outfits. I even pressed my way to go to a particular conference in a wheelchair, begged the doctors to let me go, put on 4-inch heels just to walk across the stage for the people. And I held on to my husband. But I told the doctor and my husband, the people, the team, they need me. I gotta be there.
Wow. So what are you saying? What are you saying to people that feel like they gotta bling out a cane after your body is telling you to sit down and stop and relax and rest and restore yourself, rejuvenate and replenish? And yet it's no, I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm gonna keep on going. What are you saying?
Stop. It is a sign for you to stop, regress, reassess, and say, wait a minute, I can do things differently, because so quick it can be changed. Now, I'm so grateful to God that I don't look like my story, but I do know what the residue is. But watch this. So what he did was, what happened is my eyesight started to drip. The doctors can't understand why my left eye could go blind at any moment. But this is crazy. Being a prior Marine, shooting the rifle, all it in my ear. Why has he opened up my ears? My ears are in tune now to listen. So you may go through somebody where it may look like it may be detrimental, but wait a minute, if you just wait and you just listen and you put things in place, he can turn something around where he'll tune something even greater. My ears are 100%. I'm perfect. And that's where he's giving me the ear to hear what the people are saying instead of trying to see who they are. This is the thing, everybody. You got to take a moment, do an identity check. In my first book, Voted for Me and Won, I talk about identity check, knowing who you are, not who they want you to be.
Woo! Y'all hear that? Let's type that. Knowing who you are, not who they want you to be.
That's right.
That's good. Identity check.
Identity check, because I pressed my way to go to a particular conference, walk across the stage, and later left the company because I thought I needed to show up because of who they wanted me to be. With a
Come on, Lovey. Somebody said, Pastor Betty Spencer is on. She said, come on, Lovey.
Because she knows. Face twisted, still want them to beat my face, do me a little bit, because I tried to show it because that's who I thought they wanted to be. And then right after that, God says, nope, here we go. Created to empower others was really birthed. And now thousands of people have come through this connection and our team and working together, and now said, I remember seeing you walk across the stage, and that one that I never walked across again, but he's now building stages. Let me tell you something. Stop trying to go in that same old path if it's draining you, and just wait on God, because now he'll build a platform for you that's comfortable.
That's so good. He'll tell you exactly what to go all in on instead of just letting it be a drifting, wanderless path. You'll be able to know exactly where you need to hone your focus, what you need to remove off your plate so you can still have your clarity of mind and purpose whenever you get ready to go on that journey. Yes. C2EO created. Let me put my glasses on. I'm sorry. Thing is, this is a show about how we balance life, right? And I dropped my glasses on the floor here, just so y'all know. I was like, man, how am I gonna get the glasses without them seeing me get the glasses? But
you gotta get the glasses.
Points without getting the glasses.
Get the glasses.
I know. Okay, we're gonna take a commercial break so I can get my glasses, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna close out the show real soon here. Let me let you all know, if you don't know about this yet, Lamb Funeral Home. I do want y'all to know this before I take this commercial break. And now Lamb Funeral Home, they are, imagine, over 800,000 people have passed away so far just from COVID related stuff. Do you know how many more people need funeral home services? Well, I'm here to tell you that Lamb Funeral Home is one of our episode sponsors, and they are eager to serve your family. They want their family to serve yours. You can reach them. They're in the Concord, North Carolina area, but they are certified in all 50 states. 704-782-3011. They have over 28 years of funeral home experience. And the man in the striped tie there, Mr. Terry Lamb, he is also a veteran. So when you want to know the ins and out of all the veteran benefits, this man knows some ins and outs that I never even thought existed. So definitely reach out to them today and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. Again, their phone number is 704-782-3011. And so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come out and hear your closing comments. I got to make sure I say, I'm going to come back and get a couple of your virtual studio audience comments as we close out too. We'll be right back. Is that fair? So I can grab my glasses. All right, everybody. We will be right back.
Nothing says I love you more than final expense insurance whole life protection. With funeral advocacy nationwide, saving you and your family 30 to 80% more than Getinsured.solutions, LLC. Getinsured.solutions. 704-499-3616.
Right, everybody, and we are back. I wanted to give her that background because it gives it a different look without us being in the background. But yeah, you see I got these glasses on now. All right, let me get some of your virtual studio audience comments. Somebody said, sweet, Virginia Rutherford Hall. Glad to have you on. She hashtags sweet. Pastor Betty Spencer says, yes, C2EO created to empower others, but first it starts with me. Great comment, Pastor Betty. Yes. A royal name is what Mary said. Go ahead, Coach Lovey. Do your thing, Felice said. Where can she get the book, please? Let's answer that question.
Well, you can actually get I Voted for Me and Won right on Amazon. And you know, I better not do that. No. Anyway, my book was featured before the previous president on Amazon, and I just got a little chuckle. I said, okay, so let me stop before I get in trouble. But you just go right there on Amazon. I Voted for Me and Won, Levita Whitfield, and it'll be right there at your home. Or you can reach out to me on my social media, those handles, and I would love to sign it and send it to you, as well as Operation Unmute. So yeah, matter of fact, why don't y'all do that? Because I want to sign it. I want to get to know who I'm talking to.
Right. Yeah. Now, Operation Unmute. I didn't see the image of that online. So is that on your website too?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, because I went onto the website, but I did grab this picture here. And so I voted for me and won. If you go to C2EO.net, you will be able to go to that shopping cart.
Yes.
And you'll be able to purchase. She also has t-shirts and all kinds of things over there. So you definitely want to visit www.c.c2, the number 2, EO.net, and definitely be able to get that book. And also I want to let you all know tomorrow we have coming on the Kim Jacobs Show, our expert panel, Pamela Howard, who's one of the Mother Dreamer Movement members, but she's also our luxury event specialist expert here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Anisha Bradshaw, she's going to be talking about In the Moment 101 financing. That's the company that she and her partner owns. And she talks about some business information that you need for as a small business owner, your taxes, some stuff. She dropped some knowledge last Friday. I was like, everybody should be hearing this. And you don't want to miss that. Phil Walters, he's blind and he's a musician and he trains other people to have vision. He's one of our vision experts. We have several blind individuals that are vision experts. And you're talking about these folk right here, they don't make no excuses. He's sitting there playing the keyboard, got all kind of music by Phil. You can get all his music by Phil on iTunes. This man is blind and he is up here teaching us how to have vision. Tune in tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. And then we can also talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Bring in some topics and we deep dive on those on Freestyle Friday. It's all about whatever you want to talk about. All right. So what's your closing? Dog, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I am really loving this. Okay. Keisha said, yes, Ma, me too. Lovey is like a well. Oh, is this your daughter?
No, she's a good friend of mine, but I love her even more now.
I mean, she's like one of your students in training. She loves you clearly. I thought it was wild. So Keisha, thank you for being so positive towards our guest today. Very good broadcast. Make sure you all share it. Let's see her overflow. Yes, Ma. overflow. Pastor Betty said, yeah, yes, you did. And you overcame it all. You overcame it all. 4 strokes.
Yeah. And that young lady right there, Pastor Betty, knows them firsthand. Wow. She was right there after the second through the 4th. She was right there. So they know firsthand. And God showed Pastor Betty a vision that was my last time being on that particular stage. But our very first conference, when I had C2EL conference, I said, it's our job to build a platform and invite as many on that stage as possible. But if that stage get too small, it's not our job to push a single person off because we want to shine. It's our job to add another slate. And we keep growing and keep growing.
Yes.
Each other. Gotta help each other.
I'm so excited about that. Come on now. That's good, Keisha said. Yes. And Pastor Betty said, created to empower others. Knowing who you are, not who they want you to be. Identity check. Love you. Love you. Love you. Gotta go. Yes. Okay. We all gotta go, Keisha. So you ain't the only one. Okay. No one left behind because of you. That's really good. Mary Barnes said. Pastor Betty says the title of the books are I Voted for Me in One and Operation Unmute. Those are the 2 books that this lovely guest, Lovey, has actually authored, and you don't want to miss getting the opportunity to get those. Hey, Queens, great show. Glad to have you. Tiffany Nicole, be yourself is what Mary Bond says. Yes, honey. Love it. Love it. Okay, y'all. It's so much stuff here. Amen. And we've done just that continuously. All right. So everything that you just said, she said, we've done all of that continuously. Y'all make sure you know that the only way that this program can come on daily, and it takes a lot of production behind the scenes. It's not just something that just happens. And any of you that's trying to start a show, you may know that. First of all, if you want to start a show, go to KimJacobsConsulting.com. I offer 1-hour sessions for 6 straight weeks, and I will get you ready from my experience on being on PBS, on the Word Network, filming at the old Jim and Tammy Faye Baker studio, working as the balance expert on an NBC affiliate. All of that stuff I've learned over the years, got a Telly Award for. I will pour that into you and you will be ready. I promise you. KimJacobsConsulting.com. And if you want to pour into this ministry, into our broadcast, into our show, so that we can continue to bring balance to the world, one household at a time, these are some ways to do it. You can just go ahead and screenshot that and make sure that you support the Kim Jacobs Show. All right. So give us a closing comment, Coach Lavita.
Closing comment. First of all, you have a power voice. Use it. And at the same time, what I want you to know is that give yourself permission to work what you got. Yep, I said got. I said gifts, abilities, and talents. Give yourself permission to work what you got. Nope, nothing pretty about it, but you understand what I'm saying. Use your voice. It's your time. It's time for us to release that assignment because he's giving it to you. Don't allow him to take it away from you. I can't wait to connect with everybody.
Gifts, opportunities.
Gifts, abilities.
And
talents.
I'm typing that. So we can't get off till I finish typing that. And talent. There we go. And that's got. Okay, so GAT.
Yep, work what you got. Yep, I still gonna pop the neck and all. Got.
Coach Lovey, y'all. You can't, she's poured so much into this. It's been unbelievable. So there you have it. Let's put that up. Give yourself permission to use what you got. Mm-hmm. Gifts, abilities, talent. This is all being shared with us today from Coach Lovey. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for your support, Pastor Betty, and your encouragement. I appreciate it. Stay connected with Coach Lovey at Lavita Whitfield on Facebook, on Lavita Lovey on Instagram, and visit her site at c2eo.net. You have blessed us tremendously here today, and I could not have asked for a better experience. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity just to be here and just do what we do. Just share what God has given us. I can't wait to truly connect and sow into this business street because I got to continue to watch. And congratulations to all that you've done, Kim. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Stay backstage, Coach Lovey. I'll talk to you in a minute, okay? Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of the Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.